GG Lollipop fans, welcome to another video. I literally, I thought I was gonna be posting so much more this summer, but I didn't. But I am gonna get back. I say this literally every single video. I am trying to get back on it. It was requested that I bring the vlogs back, and school is going back in a few days, and I'm going to literally crash out and die and cry. But I will be bringing the vlogs back. So whoever requested that I bring the vlogs back, you know who you are. One person that I go to school with. You know who you are. I'm bringing the vlogs back just for you. Anyways, I feel disgusting. My skin is literally awful. Like, this is the worst it's been. I haven't taken care of my skin like the past 4 days. It's just the fact that I haven't been. Oh my god, there was a spider on me, but it was my hair. I have to go take my knowledge test for my driver's license. So get ready with me to go take my knowledge test. I thought because this time last year I did my advice for incoming freshmen, I'm gonna do advice for incoming freshmen as a junior instead of a sophomore. Sophomore year was hell. Everybody says that junior year is the worst, so I am like literally shaking in my boots. I'm terrified for this year. Guys, picture day is literally in 2 days and I look like this. Like, my skin is awful. It's just embarrassing. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay guys, I left my bag from the last time I went out in the living room, and it has like my lash curler in it and stuff. So I went all the way over there to get it, and then I saw my doggy on the couch. And so I went and played with my little doggy. And I got distracted, and I was trying to teach him a trick. I'm trying to teach him how to shake, but he's literally so dumb. He's literally just there for the food. I swear, I touched the bag, and all of a sudden he was on top of my head trying to get to these treats. Okay, let's get into this video. I'm gonna stop yapping. Apparently I yap too much. I got a little, what is it, criticism that I yap too much in these videos and that I need to do something other than yapping. You know who you are. Sorry for yapping too much. So what is my first piece of advice? Let's start off with basics. I would recommend using a backpack instead of a tote bag, depending on how much like work you're given in classes. Because here's my thing. I like my backpack because I can carry so much stuff in it. Like, my backpack is huge. I'll show you guys in a second. It's like this one from Adidas. I think I got it from TJ Maxx actually. Super cheap. So like, you don't need like a super nice fancy Lululemon backpack or some $100 tote bag. Like, oh my gosh, why do my lashes look so good? They've been looking so bad recently and now they look really good. A backpack you can just carry so much in, and it's so nicer. Also, I feel like it's so much less painful if you have like a computer, because my school, they banned using personal devices this year, and I'm so mad because the school computers are heavy and they suck, and it's just so unbelievably stupid. Another thing I'm saying is, like, in a backpack you can carry so much more, and it's like easier to, like, I feel like it's easier to organize things because there's like pockets and stuff, and I feel like in a tote bag it's like not. Speaking of organizing things, I would recommend having one binder, but like a small binder where you just fill up with like lined paper. And then if your class requires notebooks, have notebooks. And if your class doesn't require notebooks, get folders. I'm telling you, instead of keeping everything in like one big binder and having all these composition notebooks, that broke my back. Like, it broke my back. But then when I switched to using like folders and stuff, I do it every year. Like, the first semester of the year, I always use binders and composition notebooks, and the second half I switched to folders. I don't know why I do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that this year, but I feel like it helps me stay organized and keep all my schoolwork in one place. Because with the binders, if things aren't hole punched, it just gets mixed up and messy, and I don't like it, and I'm also way too lazy to hole punch things. Obviously, all of this like depends on your class and like what your teacher wants you to do, or like the assignments your class gives. And one thing I think is important is always testing things out and seeing what works for you. Like, I'd say my freshman year, every like quarter I would use a different technique to try to figure out what worked for me. I realized like for just different classes things were different. Sophomore year I was like, okay, this is what will work for this classes, blah 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 blah. One thing that literally helps me so much, you know how everybody's like, yeah, don't use planners, don't buy planners, like, they're such a waste of time. Don't buy paper planners. Because tell me, how many times a day do you really take out your planner and look at it? No. But how many times a day are you on your phone? How many times a day do you get a ding on your phone and look at it? Right? So I use 3 different calendars because I'm insane. I have Notion, which Notion, I understand if people don't want to use it. It's kind of difficult to learn at first. If you guys do want me to do a tutorial or do like a tour of my Notion. I've made so many. I make them for my friends, I made them for my club, I made one for my sister, but then she didn't like it, so she made her own. My little Notion planner is so useful. I connect that to my Notion calendar, which I have as an app on my iPad, my phone, and my laptop, so I get notifications on all three of those. And then I connect my Google Calendar to, because I have other things from Google Calendar, like emails I get that I forget to put in my Notion. If I forget to put it in there, like if I have an appointment or something, it'll automatically go to my Notion calendar. And then I also have that connected to my Apple Calendar, and then my Apple Calendar is also connected to my Google Calendar and my Notion calendar. And then my school calendar, because my school, the program we use, has their own calendar. I connected that to my Notion, to my Apple Calendar, and to my Google Calendar. So basically everything is connected. I'll give you guys a walkthrough of my Notion, and then maybe I'll do a tutorial, because Notion is really difficult and it's really confusing. Okay, another thing, I literally, probably the best advice I can give is just to like dab on the haters. It's literally like the dumbest advice anybody ever gives. Like, you're like, oh, just don't care what people think about you. But literally, if someone's like making a joke, or like you can tell that like people are like being mean, just like laugh with them. Freshman year, literally got made fun of so much for my account, mostly because I used to post like really dumb videos, and I looked really dumb, and I was also really ugly as a freshman, so I was like the key person to bully. I even like found out, I was like, my sister told me that apparently one girl in like one of her classes that's in my grade was like saying, oh yeah, I watch your sister's videos in class and we all laugh at and make fun of her. It's like, thanks for the free views. Like, I don't care if you're making fun of me, you're watching my videos, you're boosting my account. Thanks. Dab on the haters. Just know that you're probably better than them, and that they're probably just really insecure and going through their own things. Bringing me to my next piece of advice. If you feel like people are ever like being kind of like not great, or if they're just like acting mean or like acting out, or just like not being very nice, just remember everybody has like their own, like this isn't an excuse for anybody to act the way they are, by the way. Let me preface that. Also, I used to think the word preface said preface, and I'd always say it out loud when I was reading, and I used to get so made fun of. I don't know why, I just had to share that. People go through like their own things every day, and they could be like miserable, and that's why they take it off like on other people as like their thing, and that they are insecure about whatever they're talking bad about you. Oh, one time in 8th grade, this one girl was really jealous that I got picked for a solo to like sing in our class, because it wasn't like a singing class, it was band. I don't know why I'm saying. It wasn't, it was band. And there was an opportunity for one person to sing in band, and obviously I was picked because I was in vocal jazz at the same time I was in band. I was picked because I can actually sing. One girl, so jealous. She called me fat. I was, but like still, you're not supposed to say that out loud, babe. And then she started telling everybody, she was like, no, she can't even sing. Because we had this problem with the microphones where they were just like really quiet. Anyway, so she was like going on, she was happy. It's like, you know, the reason why they keep, like the mic is so low is because she can't sing, and everybody knows it, so nobody wants to be able to hear her, and she just looks stupid because she can't sing. How I was picked and you weren't. Cry about it. And I just like realized like she's insecure. She doesn't have many friends anymore, and she's just sad because she like likes to be the best at everything, and she wasn't picked. Once I realized that she's just a heartbroken person, all I can do is pray for her and move on with my life. What other advice do I have? I think I talked about this in like my last year's video, where it's like, yeah, drop friends, cut them off, cut that dead weight off. I stand by that. Even though this year cut people off, painful as heck, literally sent me into a downward spiral that lasted forever, crashing out all the time, even had me thinking like what's worse, pain of being your friend or pain of not being your friend? But then I also realized that I've just been so much more at peace, and I'm not like second guessing every single thing I do, you know? Like I'm just living my life. In the words of Charlie XCX, I'm just living my life, because I don't like care anymore. I'm not like wondering every second like, oh my god, did I do something wrong? Literally, what did I do? Why am I going from being your number one of this month to not even being cared about this month, you know? Friends like that pick and choose who their favorite is of the month and act like they're the queen of all, cut them loose. And trust me, you'll find other people who agree with you. That's what I was worried about. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have no friends. And then I left and I made new friends with people who also hate the same person as me. What else do I have to say? What other advice okay, I literally said this at one of like the freshman orientation training things, and I was like, one of the most important things I learned my freshman year was not to be scared to ask for help, like to talk to your teachers and go in during office hours. Freshman year in my chemistry physics class, I was struggling so bad because I did not understand understand things. And I was too afraid to ask for help because I didn't want to like look like an idiot or go in during lunch and be there with all like the kids who actually like, you know, who like need help and don't understand things, which is dumb. Like, that's dumb. Don't think like that. Like, asking for help does not make you stupid. I just want to put that out there. If you ever don't know how to make friends, just be nice to literally anybody. Or literally, this is my pickup line for new friendships. Ugh, it's so cold. Or if it's hot, you'd be like, ugh, it's so hot in here. Conversations can spring from that. It's not that difficult, guys, trust me. Another thing I recommend is don't bring like super expensive makeup to school, because things, unless you go to like a nice school that you know things don't get stolen at, but things can get stolen. And if you go places after school, one of my friends, we went to Chipotle after school, she left her backpack, walked out of Chipotle, came back, and it was missing. And she had literally her whole life in there. School computer, AirPods, makeup, everything except her phone. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't know if I have any more advice in me. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will be bringing vlogs back, just for the one person that recommended it, though. So if you're not that person, go away. I'm kidding. Everybody is welcome to JJ Lollipop's YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. Follow me on Pinterest, please. Okay, bye.